As far as I'm concerned, the stars were definitely not aligned cosmically last night. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I gave you three free selections last night, two of them favorites, Nebraska Omaha and the Toronto Raptors who lose outright, and then another one, a 15-point road dog, Pepperdine, that wins outright at BYU. And then my best bet last night, another 15 dime release in college basketball, a play that matches the highest rated play in my career, a play which I won on Saturday with Maryland over Minnesota, a play that I won on Tuesday with Alabama crushing Texas A&M, laying 5, winning by 21, a play that I won on Wednesday with Davidson easily getting the cover as a 10.5 point road dog against VCU. Last night I come out with Towson at home laying 5 points against Drexel, a Drexel team that had lost 7 straight games, a Drexel team that was minus 3 starters, a Drexel team who had just 8 players available on its roster, 4 of them freshmen, and Drexel wins going away as Towson starters combined for 16 points in the game, and just a pathetic performance. But believe me, guys, I wasn't alone. There's Steve Buden's #1 college basketball crew, the Brooklyn College Boys, who capped an 11-6 postseason a year ago with their one and only 75-dime tournament game of the year when they scored with Connecticut's upset of Florida. They have Stanford last night as their first 75-dime play at UCLA, a UCLA team that had lost 5 straight games and the last 4 shooting never above 32.9%, right? Stanford's up comfortably. It's a pick 'em game. In fact, some places the Cardinal are getting 1 point at Pauley Pavilion. It's a nice, easy, big Stanford lead with like 9.5 minutes to go. And then UCLA stops and finds the right side of the barn, and the balls start dropping in, and the Bruins win in double overtime at home. Weird night. I mean, Gabriel DuPont, a guy who's been like automatic here with those 109 max wager releases. Yesterday, going for number 12 out of 13 after hitting with Air Force on Wednesday and Villanova on Tuesday and Monday with South Alabama. He goes last night. He has the Arizona Oregon game and ends up on the wrong side as Oregon gets crushed at home by the Wildcats. Strange, strange night, needless to say. Listen, guys, complimentary plays wise, still on a 45-36 run over the past nearly 5 weeks now. I've got 2 NBA selections coming your way in just a moment. The big play tonight, you might want to check out Scott Delaney, winning day number 10 out of 14. $10 bettors have won over $6,000 the past 9 weeks. Is one and only 100-dime Eastern Conference game of the year. It's your Bulls Wizards side. It's a 100-dime max wager play over the past 3+ years in all sports combined. Scott, with those 100-dime max wager plays, 74 wins, 46 losses, and 2 pushes. You can make money with that. Save $75. Use coupon code SCOTT, SCOTT. And keep in mind, $10 bettors have won $42,297 over the past 3 years with his plays rated 50 dimes or higher. And again, you save $75 tonight on that 100-dime max wager winner from Scott Delaney by using coupon code SCOTT. All your other promos, etc., are over on the homepage. Let's talk about your free selections here tonight, guys. The first game, oh boy, after watching the Raptors not even come close last night as a double-digit favorite, my thoughts here, gotta wonder about this pick, but still, I'm willing to take Oklahoma City minus the 11.5 at home tonight against the Utah Jazz. Listen, the Thunder were just pathetic this week. Wednesday night, they lost 104-83 to the Kings and in Sacramento. Shot 32.6% from the field. Monday night, they got hammered at Golden State, losing 117-91. Shot 30.6% from the field. In those 2 games, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook combined from the field 19 for 76. Law of averages dictates, even though this is gambling, law of averages dictates that just can't keep happening. Now, these 2 teams have split the season series, and in both games, Durant and Westbrook were watching in street clothes. I know Utah is coming off the upset win at Chicago, 97-77. Again, another strange, unnatural occurrence. I know the Jazz have won 5 of their last 7 on the road. But I also know that the Thunder have won and covered 7 straight at home in this series. So even though the Thunder have failed to cover 9 of their last 11, even though the Jazz have covered 8 of their last 9 on the road, I say it's the Jazz that have the hiccup game tonight and I'll lay it with Oklahoma City. The better of the two NBA free picks, however, I like Atlanta minus the 2.5 points at Detroit. Now, listen, I'm a guy who's been telling you for a few weeks that it wasn't necessarily Josh Smith's departure that really keyed the turnaround for the Detroit Pistons, and that's why I've been riding them as a free pick. And they've certainly responded, coming off the Texas two-step, the sweep of the Mavericks and the Spurs, to extend their winning streak to 7 in a row since Smith was exiled. But that isn't the key to this team. Yes, it's a part of it because Smith's departure, you're never no longer putting the wrong players out in the wrong places on the floor because it allowed Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe to start at their natural positions. Really, though, the key for the Pistons was the return to health of Jody Meeks, who was Stan Van Gundy's big offseason acquisition because he felt Meeks, who's known for his three-point shooting, would be able to come in and, because of his perimeter success, open up downtown for the bigs. Well, Meeks missed the first 2 months of the season practically because of a stress fracture in his back. But since he's returned, it has made the Pistons a much better team. And let's face it, Drummond's been playing out of his mind. Monroe's been playing out of his mind. Brandon Jennings looks like the player everybody thought he was going to be in his rookie season here of late. But the Hawks aren't exactly chopped liver here, guys. The Hawks have won 6 in a row, 20 out of 22, 7 straight on the road, while averaging 106.6 points a game. They've just beaten the Clippers, the Blazers, the Mavericks, the Rockets, the Cavaliers during that 7 straight wins on the road. So, even though the Pistons are averaging like 107.9 points on 48% shooting during the 7-game winning streak. And remember, when they started the year 5-23 in that first 28 games of the season, they averaged 13.5 points less offensively and shot almost 7% worse from the field at 41.3%. But the Hawks have covered 20 of their last 25, including 11 of their last 12. And they have the size up front with Millsap and Harford and Carroll to battle the Pistons' bigs. And then in the backcourt, Jeff Teague has been playing out of his mind, like almost 26 points a game the past 6 games. And he has the speed and athleticism to give Brandon Jennings, who still is a shoot-first point guard, more than his money's worth. So the Hawks, who are 13-4 ATS on the season, I think Detroit, everybody's going to be jumping on the Pistons here tonight. I think it's the wrong side, and I'm going to go with Atlanta in this one. Well, that'll do it, guys, for your Friday video report. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again come Saturday when we do this all once more, full slate of college basketball and the NFL as well. And if there's one thing I can tell you about Saturday and Sunday, just because it's playoff time, look at the games, and if you don't like the football games, bet basketball instead. If you find the best bet on the board is in hoops, go for it. Because as I always tell you, it's not like when you go with that winning ticket to the cashier's window, they won't pay you the same amount of money just because it's basketball winner as opposed to a football playoff winner. It all counts the same in Vegas. Good luck. Catch you again tomorrow when we do this again.